So, how do we how do we deal with it? The first thing to do is understand what is the opposite of mindfulness. Okay, how do I deal? Well, have you noticed that you've done stuff and you start rushing it just so you can finish it, yeah? And then you look at it and go, oh, that's rubbish. Or you could say the universe is indifferent. There's a third possibility.
That was Einstein.
Yeah. I know what you mean. But there's actually a third possibility that Einstein hadn't considered. Because once again, we are always about extremes. It's either this or that. There's actually a third one. The universe just doesn't care. Think about that. That's a completely different universe. Then I have control of who I am.
Is that saying we all don't care because we're all the universe?
Yeah, because if you've got a hostile universe, it means that you're a victim. If you've got a friendly universe, it means you're a master. Or you could have an indifferent universe, which means that you're fully in control. I love those conversations. So what's mindlessness? Yeah? Mindlessness, the first one is that if you find yourself just doing stuff for the sake of doing it, that's mindlessness. Doing an event, I remember once I was shucking some oysters with a knife. Do you remember that? And I was just going, and cut through my thumb, and I nearly fainted and throw up. That's mindlessness. The other one is accidents. If you do something like, if you're drinking and suddenly you just spill or you just bump a table, that's mindlessness. You're not even aware that at that moment. Shakira is really good for mindlessness because I didn't mean it. You never mean it, otherwise it wouldn't happen. But that's what it is. When you break things because it's like you're doing something and it just falls out of your hand, like. We'll blame the fairies for doing that. You know what I mean? Like that's mindlessness. Another one is not noticing tension within you, not noticing any pain sensations that you probably have. Yeah, it happens. Not noticing how you're sitting, not noticing your posture, all that kind of stuff. That's mindlessness. Being preoccupied with the past or the present. Yeah, it's nearly 8 o'clock. Man, I'm really looking forward to that chicken. That's mindlessness. Yeah?
I've done that. I went to yoga class for the first time years ago.
Yeah.
And then they're teaching what you spoke about for the breathing into the stomach, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Because I was so tense and smooth.
Yeah.
But then once I did do it, I was like, oh my God, it's like my first breath I've ever taken.
Isn't it an amazing feeling? Yeah. And so the other one I talked about, how you just snack. We're just watching TV and you're just eating things, and next thing you know, there's like 5 packets of something next to you. Like, who ate them? Who ate all that popcorn?
I do that mindfully.
Awesome. That's good for you. I don't. I mindlessly eat. That's my problem. Anyway. But that's some examples.
Driving, like you kind of
you
ever drive somewhere and then you get there and you can't remember.
Yeah. We call we call mindlessness. There's a term. There's a psychological term. It's called automaticity. There's stuff that we do automatically.
Subconsciously.
Yeah, eating is one. Showering is another one as well. But yeah, driving is one as well. But you can get past automaticity. If you know that there are things you do automatically, you can actually go, how do I do it? Well, here's how you do it. I love the segues. So the first thing you do is that at any given moment, do a body scan. All right? So when I'm sitting, I will routinely go through my body. He goes, oh, how am I sitting? Oh, that's right. I shouldn't be sitting like that. I should sit up more. That's a body scan. It's like, so when you're standing, do you find that you lean more to the left or to the right? That's a body scan. Just go through you routinely go through your body and go, so right now, how am I sitting? Am I sitting up? Am I slouching? Is my belly tense? Is there tension in any part of my body? That's a body scan. Okay. Another one is just to breathe. The simplest one you can do is the 3 breaths. Is what I call the 3 breath exercise. It's there's many more breathing ones, but the breathing ones, why that is such a valid thing is because breathing is one of the places, in fact, it's one of the most obvious places where we connect to our subconscious level. Because you don't actually need to think to breathe. Your body just does that for you. Your reptilian brain is in charge of that. It automatically does all the breathing. But you can actually control it as well. So you can consciously make your unconscious do something. And that's where the breathing comes. That's why a lot of the meditation says go with the breathing. Does that make sense? Because yeah,
Hypnosis is also done through breathing.
trance.
Under with your breathing.
Yeah, hypnosis comes through trance. Trance comes from breathing. Because same again, we can switch off the subconscious to the rhythmic breathing, and there's many different prana, all them. Seriously, there's many ones, but breathing is a good one. I practice. I don't do it very often, but I practice the 10-second gap, as I call it. So if you got an event and it causes you, your automaticity to that event is to react in an ineffective way, you can put in what I call a 10-second break, which is just to breathe in for 8, breathe out for 8, and it's about 10 seconds if you do it right. I'm trying to exercise here, but if you do it, give yourself 10 seconds, you find that gap is enough for you to change the way you react, and sometimes that's enough to help. So that's breathing. The other one is small daily practices. Like if you learn something different, like you did today, like if you go, all right, I know these 5 things. I'm going to start with 1. I'm just going to go with attention. How much attention am I giving? So just do practice every day. Do a small thing. Just practice that. Just giving attention to everything. I'm just going to give attention to the way I stand for the whole day. Do that, yeah? And you'll find that you are automatically training the brain to do it. So then, then add something else the next day. So I'm going to train that. Then I'm going to do my breathing. The breathing is the easiest one. Well, not the easiest, because as you said, David, it can be challenging if you're not used to it. But the breathing is the first place that you should go to. Then do body scans. And then whatever knowledge you have, apply it. Apply it in a way that you share it with other people. Okay, because teaching someone a skill or knowledge you picked up will actually help you embed that. A lot of adults don't do this. Kids do it automatically. Oh, did you know that if you did this, and kids go, yeah, let's try it. Adults don't do that. We stop doing that. But it's actually core of learning. If you teach someone what you've learned. So pick up something here today, go teach it to a friend or loved one, you will embed that learning. But that's it. That's how you do it.
It's interesting what you say there, because I work in kitchens, and then it'd be like, one chef says, all right, I want you to do this way, and the other chef goes, no, this is the way I'll be taught. And they'll be like, no, my way's right, or my way's right, where it's the end result. Chefing is an art though, isn't it? Yeah, they'll be like, this is the way I'll be taught, these backgrounds, this and this and this.
Poor apprentice.
I can't put salt in the steak.
What? I put salt in my steak.
Well, it draws the moisture out, makes it dry.
Well, apparently if you do it before you cook it. Not...
Well, then you got to warm it up.
Once again, we go on. Is that cool? Sorry, Kelly, what was that?
I said, how about we just
Eat the steak, yep. We just make tartare, then you have to cook it. Cool. So that's the concept we want you to think about.